Hi everyone, welcome to my class. We'll do beginner workout. Let's take a mat and we're going to get it started. You're going to sit on a mat and we'll start with a little bit of stretches. Bring your arms together, separate them. At the same time, try to control your shoulder blades. Bend your knees to the one side, your glutes are down. As you inhale, you're going to press one hand down on the floor and then you're going to switch the side. When you press the hand into the floor, try to separate the opposite part of your body, the ribs, and the other arm is reaching up into the air. A little bit of resistance that you are creating. One arm is pushing into the floor, the other arm is up. Bring two hands down on the floor. As you exhale, flex your back. As you inhale, bring your chest forward. A little bit of mobility to your chest. And then we're going to change the position of your legs and we will do the same with the opposite way. As you push one hand down on the floor, the other arm goes right above your head. You might pause for a second, just choose the pace that works for you better. Then you want to bring the top arm up like you're putting the thread into the needle. Beautiful, and then you're going to do it for one more time. Bring the legs right in front of you and you're going to roll the spine down, each vertebra at a time. As you're laying down on the floor, create a neutral alignment when the back of your head, your shoulder blades, and your pelvis are down on the floor. We're going to start with just a simple movement. When you bring one arm behind your head and you reach the leg up. Let's start with the same side as the right arm and the right leg, the left arm and the left leg. While you're moving your arms and the legs, you still want to create the same neutral position with your back. You don't want to bulge your belly up, you don't want to leave the ribs up. And continue doing all the same movement, again keeping control of your back. Don't forget that we should breathe. You do deep breath in, and as exhale, the legs goes down. In, and you lower it down. Continue doing the same movement for a little bit more. Keep your pelvis stabilized. If you notice that you can control your pelvis and the pelvic bone is moving all the time, it's a good idea to press your lower back down into the floor. You're going to pull the belly button in closer to the spine and you press your lower back down. So now you can control your back a little bit more. So there's a little bit of coordination as we had done. Bring the legs up in a tabletop position. Reach your right leg up, and then you're going to move just the right leg down and up. As you move the right leg, pay attention to your left leg that's not moving at all, and you keep your hips square. You're going to pull the belly in as much as you can, and the lower you bring the right leg, the more you will engage your core muscles. Again, if it's too fast for you, you may slow it down. You're going to do the same with the left leg as well. So you're going to lower it down as much as you can, and as you exhale, you're going to reach it up. You may also add a little bit of variation when you flex and extend the ankle. Reach your toes up and then you lower the leg down. And so from this position, when your legs are bent, we're going to bring them down. You may tap the floor with the toes or with the heel. You can find your variation, whatever works for you better. While you're bringing the legs down, still remember that you don't want to do anything with your back. It's still the neutral position when the back of your head, your shoulder blades, and your pelvis are down on the floor. There is the same small arch under the lower back. Your belly is still in, and if you find that it's very hard to keep control of your back, you may put the back in a printed position. Let's stretch a little bit the back as you're going to twist your body to the right and to the left side. Try to be a little bit more relaxed. And when you go down in the back in a neutral position, try to roll your spine from your upper back till your mid back, then your lower back, and then the pelvis goes down. Each vertebra at a time. Try not to rush and don't start with the pelvis. This is very important. The shoulder touches the floor, your ribs, your mid back, then your lower back. Bring your hands behind your head. Your back is still in neutral. As you go up, your chin goes not towards the chest, not towards the sky, and right in the middle. Good. And as you exhale, you're going to pull your upper body up. You're going to pull the belly closer to the spine, and again, neutral position or imprinted position with your back will be amazing in this exercise and this variation. As you keep your chest up, you're going to bring the legs up one by one in the air. And again, when you bring the legs up, same position with your back, and pay attention to the pelvis. It's not moving at all. And at the same time, you look at the elbows, so they are wide apart, and you are not pushing your upper body forward because of your neck. You're reaching the chest up. Your shoulder blades are down. Good. Lay down. Have a little bit of rest in and exhale. So as you're going to bring your arms out to the side, keep them like that, and then as you bring one body to the one side, to the other side, imagine that you want to reach the ankle with your hand. And when you bring your body up, again, it's more from your chest. It doesn't go from your lower back, and it doesn't go from your neck. You're going to bring your chest up, your neck is relaxed, and then you're going to bring one arm towards the left ankle and then towards the right. Relax your body, pull the knees towards the chest. Relax your lower back, a little bit of circle motion with your pelvis. This is amazing variation to relax your lower back and your pelvis. Bring your feet down on the floor, relax for a bit, and we will work a little bit with your spine mobility. We're going to go into the bridge, and as you exhale, you're going to roll the spine down each vertebrae at a time. When you go up, you start with the pelvis, then your lower back, your ribs, then your chest, again, each vertebrae at a time. Try not to bring the ribs so high. You want to keep them aligned with your pelvis. So let's stand in the bridging position. You're going to straighten the right leg, and we will move just the one leg. The pelvis will be stabilized. You're going to press your left heel down into the floor, and you want to keep the pelvic bone neutral. When your leg goes down and up, pay attention to the right hip. Sometimes we tend to bring the right hip down towards the right leg, but you will try to keep it stabilized. And then we're going to switch the side. Pelvis is going to be stabilized, and we're going to move the left leg again up and down. And if it's too fast for you, you may change the pace. Maybe you want to slow it down for a little bit. Moving the leg up and down again, keeping the pelvis stabilized. Just try to breathe in and exhale. Beautiful. Two legs are going to be down, and we'll roll the spine down each vertebrae at a time. So as you're laying down, you're going to press the left hip down on the floor, and we're going to do the single leg variation. The right leg is reaching up into the air, and when you go up again, you're articulating the spine each vertebrae at a time. So you're not reaching the spine when it's flat down on the floor and you go with the straight back up. You want to really articulate. So we're going to add a little bit of mobility to your back, a little bit more mobility to your spine, which is really important for us. And at the same time, you may notice that your core is engaged and your glutes are engaged as well. Beautiful. Bring 2 feet down on the floor and just bend the knees to the right and to the left side. Relaxing for a second. Straighten one leg goes up, and we're going to continue with the circle movement. So after we're done with the spine mobility, we're going to continue doing hips mobility exercise. It circles to the one side. So imagine that your leg is a pencil and you want to create those circles in one way, and then we reverse the direction. We're going to do those circles in the opposite direction, one by one. Then we're going to do the same with the left leg. So you first choose the one direction, 3, 4, 5, 6, beautiful, 7, keep your pelvic bone aligned, and then you reverse it. You do this 8 circles into the opposite direction, keeping your pelvic stable. So you don't need to do big circles. Pull the knees a little bit towards the chest as you exhale. Roll your spine up each vertebrae at a time, trying not to use the momentum. And then you're going to do the same in the opposite way. As your head reaches down the floor, you're going to go back up again without using the momentum. Again, you may slow it down if it's too fast for you. As you exhale, you reach it up. Inhale, activating the core, pulling the belly in. You're going to roll it all the way down. And again, we're going to go all the way back up. In and exhale, you're going to reach it back down. Heads down on the floor, and again, you're going to go back up. Beautiful. Flexion in the back, and then you're going to roll it back down. Head is down on the floor, and you're going to lift it back up. You're going to touch, and we're going to sit on your glutes. Stretch your arms, keep them in parallel with the floor. Go forward with the straight back, but when you go back, you want to articulate the spine each vertebrae at a time, and you want to bring one arm to the one side, opening the chest. Exhale forward, inhale, you open. Look, pay attention to your arms. So your arms are going to be in parallel with the floor all the time, in parallel with the legs, and you're reaching them forward. And as you inhale, you're going to open one arm to the one side, forward, opening into the opposite direction, and forward, and open. Beautiful. Don't forget to inhale. And we're going to go forward and again switch, stretching forward, and you open. Bring the arms in parallel, and then you open. Keep the center and keep the alignment. Beautiful. And we're going to repeat it again. Arms relaxed. Shake your legs. And then you're going to press your hands down into the floor. Keeping your back in slight flexion, a little bit like a candy cane. You want to touch the fingers, the floor with the fingers, or you may press your hands down. So choose the level that works for you. When you press your hands down, it's a little bit harder. When it's the fingers, it's a little bit easier. So the legs are aligned. You want to reach them up one by one. It's the hips mobility, and you will feel your quads a lot, and also it activates your core muscles. Once you're done, bring your arms back in parallel, and we're gonna engage the core a little bit. So you find your sit bones, and you kind of want to roll down on those sit bones, rolling and bringing it back. Once you go down, we're going to reach the leg up, and you're going to pull the knee towards the chest, and then you want to straighten the leg forward. And we're going to bring the body back up, and we're going to switch the legs. So we're going to do the same variation with the other leg. And again, you want to pull the knee towards the chest, and then the leg goes forward. If those variations don't work for you, maybe it's not enough, you may increase the amount of the repetition that you are doing. Cross your legs, and we're going to activate a little bit the oblique muscles. Your arms are open wide apart, and you're kind of pulling your ribs a little bit out to the side. Again, think about the ribs. Then you're going to change the direction. You may cross the legs on the opposite side, or maybe if it works for you, you may keep them straight right in front of you together. You're going to press it down, and again, think about the left part of the ribs when you're looking to the left side. Kind of pulling them out just a little bit. Relax your core for a second. If the amount of repetitions is not enough for you, you may increase it up. Cross your legs again right in front of you, and we will combine it all together when the arms are crossed right in front of the chest. So you roll your spine down, your back in a slight flexion, and then you want to twist it to the right and to the left side, keeping your body slightly inclined. So you're going to roll down the sit bones, keeping the diagonal with your upper body, and then you're going to twist it to the right and to the left side. When you do the twist, you think about your ribs. You start from the ribs and up. Shake your legs just a little bit. And then we're going to lay down on the side on your mat. So you're going to keep one hip down on the floor. The top leg will be bent. And then you're trying to bring the bottom leg up. When you bring the bottom leg up, you are not moving the upper body. The hips are not changing the position. The pelvis is still in the opposite way. And then you just kind of want to pull the left arm towards the right ankle, a little bit pulsing. Holding this position, bring the left leg up, and then you want to lower it down. Again, hold the alignment. As you bring the left leg up, you want to feel just a little bit oblique muscles. Hold your legs up together. You may cross them or just hold them in. Relax for a second. And as you're ready, we will do the same on the other side. Again, the top leg will be bent right in front of you. And we're going to move. We start moving with the leg with the bottom one. You're going to reach it up, and you want to lower it down. Again, you may feel a little bit oblique muscles, but it's mostly for the mobility of the hip, and it engages your quad muscles. Keep your shoulder down. Remember that we're not laying down on the left shoulder. And now we're pulsing. We're going to pulse just a little bit the upper body towards the left ankle. You hold for a second. And then we're going to lift just the straight top leg up and down. We're not doing many repetitions here because it's a beginner class, and I just want you to feel it a little bit. We're going to reach the top leg up, and then we're going to pulse the bottom leg towards the leg that is up. At the same time, the leg that is up should be in parallel with the floor. Then you're going to pulse two legs together. Then you're going to hold them. You may cross them or not. Relax your back for a moment. And then we will continue a little bit with the quadruped position. So I want you to bring your knees on the mat, your hands are going to be on the mat, and it's aligned with the shoulders and the hips. We're going to bring the right arm and the left leg up, one by one. When you bring the legs and the arms up, and it's coordinated, so you kind of want to do the left arm and the right leg, the left arm and the right leg. Imagine that your upper back is a table, your lower back is a table, so it's not moving at all. What you want to do, you just want to dissociate your legs and your arms. Your belly is always in. You want to control it as much as possible. You may imagine that on this table that you have, it's your lower back and upper back. You have a glass of water, so you shouldn't spill it. If you feel any tightness in your wrists, you may bring your forearms down. Pull the knee towards the chest, straighten the leg, and then you want to kick it up. It activates the glute muscles very well. As you bring the leg up, remember to keep your back in the same neutral alignment position. Your belly is still in. You're pressing a little bit the forearms down on the floor, and you kind of want to push the shoulders a little bit down. As you bring the leg up, squeeze the glute. Change the legs, and you will do the same with the other side. You're going to pull the knee towards the chest, and as you exhale, you're going to straighten it up. You want to lock the knee. Your belly is still in. You're still pressing your shoulders down. You're going to still keep your toes nice and pointed. Remember about the back. It may slightly go into the extension position, but just a little bit. It shouldn't be very noticeable, and you shouldn't feel it much. And then we're going to go into the swan. As you inhale, you're going to press your hands down. Bend the elbows down by the side of your ribs. And as you inhale again, you want to lift the hips slightly. You want to stretch your hips as well. Breathing in. And as exhale, bend the elbows down by the side. Deep breath in. And down. Press your toes down into the floor. Inhale as you reach your glutes up into the air. You're going to bend the knees one by one, pulling them towards the chest. Press your chest down towards your knees. Roll your spine forward. Inhale as you bring your body in a swan position. Press your toes back, and then you roll the spine up. Pelvis goes up, and through the spine articulation, go back into the swan. Inhale. And again, toes down, and you reach the glutes up, chest towards the knees, and inhale as you're going to open it up. Inhale in. Reach your glutes up, press them down towards the mat. As you inhale, you're going to roll the spine forward, each vertebra at a time. Inhale, lower your body down, bend the elbows, bring the hands behind your head, just a little bit more for your back. So as you're going to twist your body to the one side, trying to keep the wrist as low as possible, you're going to reach one side of your leg with the left hand, the right side of your leg with the right hand. You may level it up as you bring your body into twisted position. As you're going to bring the right arm to the right leg, you may lift the opposite leg up, not the opposite, the same leg. And again, imagine that you want to reach the knee or the ankle, and you want to squeeze the glute as you go in one position, and then you switch it. The toes are still pointed, hands in front of you. As you reach your body up, you're going to roll your body down towards your heels. Rest for a second through the spine articulation. You go back into the swan, inhaling up. And then at this position, we're going to cross the legs right in front of us. Take your time. Exhale, and this inhale, you're going to flex your body in. Inhale and open. And again, you're going to flex it in. Inhale as you open. Bring your feet together. Let's do a little bit of stretches. After each workout, doesn't matter what you do, try to have a little bit of stretches. You may do different exercises for the stretch. I do have videos on my YouTube channel for like the full 25 minutes of stretching. You may check them. Bring one arm above your head. It's a really good stretch for your back. Beautiful. Cross your legs right in front of you. Just take a moment to have a deep breath in. And exhale, you're going to reach the opposite knee. Let's do the same with the other side. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Don't forget to press the like button and follow my channel to learn a little bit more about Pilates. Thank you for the class. Have a wonderful time. Bye.